the OU Football Preview Show. Sponsored by McIntyre Law Firm, Hal Smith Restaurant Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, Laser Light Skincare Center, Natural Native CBD Products, Cocina Domino, and Orthodontics Exclusively. Now here's your host, Rick Heath.
Hello sports fans, welcome to the OU Football Preview Show. I'm Rick Heath, with me Al Eschbach, and Al, we're at MoreFit Medical here at Via Esperanza on North May Avenue, north of 150th, where they have the Smart Graft, Smart Choice for hair restoration, and Dr. Santana has got the latest on that. And speaking of the latest is that OU was lucky to win the OU-OSU game last Saturday.
Yeah, the defense just is bad. It just the Ruff McNeil experiment has failed. They're not good. I mean, it's kind of sad when you got this kind of offense that you can't make more stops, and particularly when the game was on the line, they couldn't. They were fortunate they got the fumble.
Yes.
And then they were fortunate that OSU didn't get the 2-point conversion because it was open. Although I think OU goes out and scores and wins the game anyway.
I think so too, but you didn't want to get yourself in that
No,
situation.
not at
You don't
all.
want to fall behind and have to go down and score and kick a field goal, in that kind of an atmosphere. You just didn't want to do that. But you're right. I mean, looking back on it, firing Mike Stoops did not help.
No.
Now do you blame Lincoln Riley? He was trying to make something happen. No, but I mean, obviously it wasn't Mike Stoops that was a problem. It's the whole entire realm of the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
you're
right.
And in the press conference this week, you said, hey, what are you going to do about, a new defensive coordinator? And, of course, Lincoln said what he had to say, which is, okay, we're not going to worry about it right now. We'll take a look later. But everybody knows.
But, yeah, and December 19th is the signing date. I think a lot of these recruits want to know who the coordinator is going to be, who's going to be coaching the secondary. I think people want to know what's going
especially
on.
the recruits, because that's what the side of the ball, they need to get the best, because they've got all the offensive guys coming.
No doubt about it.
But what they don't have is they need help on the defensive side. And we'll talk more about that. We are at MoreFit Medical here in Via Esperanza, and where Dr. Santana has the latest in hair restoration, the Smart Graft technology. For more information, you can give him a call and find out at 696-0499. We'll be right back after this.
Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road has everything you need for your truck or SUV. Wheels and tires, window tint, off-road accessories, bed liners, and electronics. With cold weather coming, don't forget seat warmers and remote starts for those cold winter mornings. Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road. Give them a call at 360-8855. Auto Accessories Unlimited.
Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, now open at 150th and Penn, featuring traditional Irish favorites with a modern twist. Matty's is a pub-inspired eatery, features nearly 30 Irish and American whiskeys and scotches, as well as beers, cocktails like the Guinness Float, ice cream and Guinness, or Eden's Apple, hard cider and Guinness. Matty McMillan's hosts Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday, and is sure to be the perfect hangover cure. The brunch features omelet bar, Bloody Mary station, along with $2 mimosas and $13 mimosas carafes. Grab your friends and hang out at Marty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn.
Plumbing problems can pop up anywhere and at any time. At Red Plains Plumbing, we'll help you point out these problems and fix them. Call us today at 869-2215.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invocana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
And welcome back, OU Football Preview Show. Now, hey, if you're looking for tickets for Big 12 Championship game down in Jerry World, you're looking for Thunder tickets, concert tickets, OklahomaTickets.com is where you need to go. You can give them a call, 364-7500, or go to their website, OklahomaTickets.com. Get the latest Big 12 championship, Thunder tickets, or concert tickets at oklahomatickets.com. Al, you know, the OU's offense, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like you said, I mean, it's a shame you have to squander such a fantastic offense, but at the same time, at least you have it. I mean, they got 702 yards against OSU.
And the only way they stopped them was stopping themselves getting in a couple of holding penalties that put them in bad situation that they didn't overcome. And a couple of times, like on 3rd and 20, Lincoln was running the ball saying, I don't know what, it was kind of interesting.
You know, I tweeted out before half, you know, that's the first time that I've seen Lincoln kind of be unsure of what he needed to do, and the offense wasn't in total command, because that last 4 or 5 minutes of the second quarter, I mean, they just didn't seem like they had an idea what they wanted to do.
No.
And they get a 1st and 10 inside the 5 on a nice run by Kennedy Brooks. Takes it all the way back holding, and instead of inside the 5, where you can take, it was 10 points at the time.
Yeah.
You could have been 17 points before half. They take it back, and it only ends up at 8 points right there, 7 points like that.
But the offense, you said the offense is incredible. It is amazing offense. The offensive line doing a great job. Really good running backs, a great quarterback, receivers really good. It's amazingly good.
You talk about how balanced it is. They had 353 yards rushing and 349 yards passing against OSU.
And no turnovers.
And no turnovers. And here's the amazing thing, and I shared this with you earlier in the week. Here's some stats that'll just boggle the mind of a football fan. OU leads the nation with just 16% of its first downs being made on 3rd down, which means they make 84% of the first downs on 1st or 2nd down.
That's incredible.
I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, that is.
They don't even get to 3rd down. They're getting first downs on 1st and 2nd, and they also lead the nation in only 14% of their entire plays are 3rd down plays. I mean, that's just crazy how good the offense has been.
It is. I think probably the greatest offense in OU history.
And here, to me, here's what I think the key to moving forward. Kansas is Kansas. You don't worry about Kansas. They're going to win regardless of what happens to Kansas. West Virginia, and if they win West Virginia the Big 12 championship game, they have got to really pump up the running game. Because to me, it makes 3 things. It keeps Will Grier in West Virginia off the field. It controls the clock, and what you do, you manhandle the offensive line, and so you show your dominance.
The only problem is Sermon's going 60 yards in one play. Brooks is going 70 yards in one play.
I know. You never want to say don't score.
They run, and their drives, even when they run, they're like 3-minute drives.
I know. But ridiculous. I mean, if they can power that running game where they can, if it scores in 2 plays, they score 2 plays.
The scary thing when you think about West Virginia, they made a guy by the name of Corn Dog look like Tom Brady.
Yes.
Taylor Kinness had a great game, and he would have more yards. He had people wide open, and he overthrew him or underthrew him, whatever. So they got a week or so to figure this thing out.
They have until Friday.
Yeah.
A week from Friday, because they play West Virginia the Friday after Thanksgiving.
And we're gonna see if Iowa State beats Texas, then it doesn't matter what OU does. They're in the Big 12 championship. If Texas beats Iowa State, then Oklahoma has to win, or they're not even going to play for a Big 12 championship.
Did there be a minor bowl?
No,
not a minor bowl, but I mean they'd
be in one of the Big 6 bowls.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be playing in the Big 12.
No, they wouldn't be. No, they wouldn't be. They'd be playing like in the Peach Bowl or something.
So I'm saying they would have. And I say minor. I mean, it'd be a good bowl.
It would be in Pick 6. It's one of the top 6 bowls that they have. They'd still be in that.
But still, that's not what they're looking for.
No, that's not what they're looking for.
So what they want to make sure they can do is keep Will Grier off the field if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? They got to stop him. You got to make stops. I mean, what you got to do is stop him, intercept him, knock down the ball.
That's what I say. Or get a turnover,
right?
Which they haven't been good at.
No.
They got the fumble against OSU, but that's not all. It hasn't been coming up.
And what's sad is those defensive backs, they regress. They regress.
Yeah. It's been a shame about that, but. Hey, Cocina Domino Mexican food. Cocina Domino on Southwest 59th and Southwestern. Great Mexican food. If you haven't been back to Cocina Domino in a while, go back, try their Mexican food, and you'll realize what you've been missing at Cocina Domino Mexican restaurant, Southwest 59th and Western. Also, the Hal Smith Restaurant Group has 3 great new concepts. We were at Maddie McMillan's last week, great Irish pub. Al and I enjoy that immensely. We've been to Pub W and Winston, which is like Pub W, and we've also been to Jam's Neighborhood Bar, neighborhood restaurant. Great places to go. 3 new concepts: Jam's, the Winston, and Maddie McMillan's Irish pub, Hal Smith Restaurant Group concepts. We'll be right back after this.
Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road, has everything you need for your truck or SUV. Wheels and tires, window tint, off-road accessories, bed liners, and electronics. With cold weather coming, don't forget seat warmers and remote starts for those cold winter mornings. Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road. Give them a call at 360-8855. Auto Accessories Unlimited.
Maddie McMillan's Irish Pub, now open at 150th and Penn, featuring traditional Irish favorites with a modern twist. Maddie's is a pub-inspired eatery, features nearly 30 Irish and American whiskeys and scotches, as well as beers, cocktails like the Guinness Float, ice cream and Guinness, or Eden's Apple, hard cider and Guinness. Maddie McMillan's hosts Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday, and is sure to be the perfect hangover cure. The brunch features omelet bar, Bloody Mary station, along with $2 mimosas and $13 mimosas carafes. Grab your friends and hang out at Marty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn.
Plumbing problems can pop up anywhere and at any time. At Red Plains Plumbing, we'll help you point out these problems and fix them. Call us today at 869-2215.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invocana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Stem cell therapy, now offered at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Dr. Victoria Johnson and the staff at Laser Light now recommend stem cell therapy if you have chronic pain or arthritis in your hands, shoulders, knees, or hips. You might consider this new inventive therapy, which promotes normal tissue healing and the production of new cartilage. We can help you regain your youthful vitality and gusto. Please call Laser Light Skin Clinic today to schedule your free consultation.
Bingo, good job, good job. All right,
Sweet.
and then we'll do concussion protocols.
Perfect.
All right, we'll roll right into that in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. Joining us now, Dr. Michael Padilla of the Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center in Norman. They have 10 locations throughout the state, so wherever you are and you need attention for young athletes, mid-school, high school, older guys like myself, or professionals, you can give them a call at 364-7900 and find out how you can get help either immediately or make an appointment to get that help. Now, we're going to talk this show, Dr. Padilla, about everybody has seen and talked about and heard about concussion protocols. Okay, they take them over to a tent, they take their helmet off, and they'll examine them on the sidelines or whatever. Talk to us about what happens in that tent and also talk about concussion protocols.
So there's a lot of different tests that you can, a lot of different sideline tests you can do. So in the tent, that's what they're doing. It's either some type of balance assessment, recall, impact is kind of the one that we use, and it's basically a series of questions that you kind of go and you score based on the answers, and based on those answers, you determine, and the kind of general exam of the athlete, you determine whether or not they're concussed. Now, if they lose consciousness, I think there's no question they're out. If you have any doubt at all, we're more aggressive today than we have been because of everything we've seen with professional athletes committing suicide and a traumatic brain injury, and what can happen years down the line, that we just have a low threshold of taking the athletes out and putting them in the protocol. So what is the protocol? It's basically I think you can expect if an athlete goes into concussion protocol, you can expect that they're going to be out for a couple of weeks. So if game's on a Saturday, they're most likely not going to play that following week. They'll probably play the week after. And the reason being is because they have to go through a 24-hour period for a course of 6 days and remain symptom-free and progressively increasing their activity level. And if symptoms recur, whether it's nausea, vomiting, difficulty with recall, balance issues, fatigue, they're just not right, then they go back to the previous level. So, for example, when the concussion happens, day one, complete mental rest. They're not doing anything. We tell them to stay off their cell phones, no video games, minimize TV. Luckily, fortunately, they can take that Sunday off, right, because it's usually on a Friday or Saturday. And then the next day, they can start to engage in those stress their minds mentally. And then if they're symptom-free, they progress to the next step, which is kind of just going for a brisk walk around the track. And then from there, you progress to maybe running or sport-specific drills, and then contact drills. And as long as they remain symptom-free, they can go ahead and return to sport full contact. So that's what the protocol is. There's a lot of different tests out there. You just got to pick one and stick with it.
And if you have a youngster that you think may have a concussion, don't take any chances. Even if you're not in this area and you can't talk to orthopedic sports medicine, Dr. Padilla, find your local physician, find out for sure, take medical advice, and see somebody in a medical emergency type situation, because concussions are nothing. But and if you happen to have a youngster you don't know about, you can give Orthopedic Sports Medicine a call, 364-7900 here in Norman. There's also 10 satellite locations, including Moore, Prague, Purcell, Holdenville, Seminole, Duncan, Ada, Midwest City, Weatherford, and Pauls Valley. The Sports Center here in Norman not only has orthopedics, but they also have 6 orthopedic surgeons and 1 podiatrist, but they also have the largest open MRI in the state. So if you need help like that, give them a call, 364-7900, Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center in Norman. Dr. Padilla, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You bet.
Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road, has everything you need for your truck or SUV. Wheels and tires, window tint, off-road accessories, bed liners, and electronics. With cold weather coming, don't forget seat warmers and remote starts for those cold winter mornings. Auto Accessories Unlimited, I-35 and Indian Hills Road. Give them a call at 360-8855. Auto Accessories Unlimited.
Matty McMillan's Irish Pub, now open at 150th and Penn, featuring traditional Irish favorites with a modern twist. Matty's is a pub-inspired eatery, features nearly 30 Irish and American whiskeys and scotches, as well as beers, cocktails like the Guinness Float, ice cream and Guinness, or Eden's Apple, hard cider and Guinness. Matty McMillan's hosts Kegs and Eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday, and is sure to be the perfect hangover cure. The brunch features omelet bar, Bloody Mary station, along with $2 mimosas and $13 mimosas carafes. Grab your friends and hang out at Marty McMillan's on 150th and North Penn.
Plumbing problems can pop up anywhere and at any time. At Red Plains Plumbing, we'll help you point out these problems and fix them. Call us today at 869-2215.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Stem cell therapy, now offered at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Dr. Victoria Johnson and the staff at Laser Light now recommend stem cell therapy if you have chronic pain or arthritis in your hands, shoulders, knees, or hips. You might consider this new inventive therapy, which promotes normal tissue healing and the production of new cartilage. We can help you regain your youthful vitality and gusto. Please call Laser Light Skin Clinic today to schedule your free consultation.
I want to thank some wonderful sponsors, Trails Golf Club, where they can host your holiday party. They have a wonderful facility and clubhouse at the Trails Golf Club to host your holiday party. So give them a call, 364-3790, and ask Kathy Hess how she can help you host your special holiday party. Also, if your kids need braces like mine did, Dr. Tim Shannon and Dr. Mark Revels of Orthodontics exclusively, you can give them a call at 321-2735 and they will treat your child like their own and they will give your child a smile for life. That's Orthodontics exclusively, Dr. Tim Shannon and Mark Revels at 321-2735. Brown Shoe Fit on Main Street in Norman. If you're looking for the latest in fashion and warm boots, ladies, then you need to go to Brown Shoe Fit. They have all the latest fashions, plus they have warm winter wear for you. They have a great selection of boots and well-done winter wear for men and women and children at Brown Shoe Fit next to Hobby Lobby in Norman on Main Street. The House Smith Restaurant Group featuring 3 new concepts. The Neighborhood Jams, great breakfast place in downtown Norman and on North Penn in Oklahoma City. It's a great breakfast place. They got biscuits the size of plates. They got great selection of breakfast items and a great brunch. Also, the Winston by Pub W features some of your favorites from Pub W and their own spin on their own food at the Winston in Norman on Main Street. And just opening Matty McMillan's Irish Pub in North Oklahoma City, North Penn and 150th. Irish Pub food. They got kegs and eggs brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Go by 150th and North Penn for Matty McMillan's Irish Pub. Also, James Luker Tree Service, residential and commercial tree removal and trimming, as well as stump grinding. They're experienced, reliable, and reasonable with the A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. James Luker Tree Service. Give them a call at 630-5983. And also the Attic Ladder Guy. The Attic Ladder Guy, give them a call at 226-2005. They specialize in aluminum ladders to your attic, and they also do a lot of other things that can help you at your home. Give them a call, 226-2005. That's the Attic Ladder Guy. Morfit Medical offers hair restoration by SmartGraft. You can see this behind me here, SmartGraft, the smart choice for hair restoration. Natural hairline, no linear scar, local anesthesia, all those things and more here at Morfit Medical. Dr. Santana will help you with this unmatched new technology. It's world-class protocols of the newest advances in hair restoration. Morfit Premium Hair Restoration and SmartGraft Technology are striving to be Oklahoma's newest leader in hair restoration for both men and women. That's Morfit Medical in Via Esperanza in Edmond, Oklahoma. Al, you know, we've been talking OU's defense. That's the biggest problem. And it's pretty obvious, as you just said, the defensive secondary has regressed, okay? The linebackers haven't gotten better. The front 4 have been okay, but they can't create a pass rush. What do you do?
Well, you got to try to attack. I mean, they're playing a very passive defense here the last couple of weeks. You can't do that. You got to put pressure. You got to blitz and do some things. And then in your secondary, you're playing 10 yards off, and they're still beating you long.
Well, I agree. So here's what I would do. Of course, I'm just Joe Fan here, don't know much about it, but I'd turn them loose. Get up on the line of scrimmage, play man-to-man in some instances, put pressure on them, push as much pressure as you can on Will Grier when you get to West Virginia, and try it this week against Kansas. Experiment with some things. I mean, Kansas has got a good receiver. Try to go one-on-one and see what happens. Yeah, you got to do something.
You got to do something. You just have to do something. When you look at what's happened the last couple of weeks, you go, and they were showing, I guess, on TV that some of the players just standing around on defense.
Well, when you've got a zone back there that you're not used to playing, and you're saying, okay, stand back here, and if a guy comes in, you pick him up. Well, if they're not used to playing it, they're just standing there waiting to see if a guy comes by. I mean, if you're playing man-to-man, you know what the heck you're doing.
No doubt.
Right? I mean, you got a guy right there, and you got to cover him.
Yeah.
And so that takes all the hesitation away from him. If you get beat, you get beat.
When you're playing the zone, they're just going to throw underneath.
They're going to they continue. How many times did OSU continually find over the middle stuff?
No doubt.
I mean, they drove down the field and everything was over the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, big old gaps. They just worked their way through, and Cornelius, you wait for him to clear, and then boom.
You gotta figure something out. it's crazy. It really is crazy what's going on defensively. That it just seems like there's not a spark. There's something missing there.
Yeah, you know, it's like they're so worried about making a mistake they can't. You know, and so if I'm the defensive coordinator, if I'm Ruffin McNeil, say, guys, turn it loose this week. I mean, you know, let's play with abandon. And if we get beat deep, we get beat deep.
Absolutely, you get beat. That's exactly right.
It can't be any worse than what's happening right now.
No, got to have an attitude there.
You got to try to create negative plays.
Yeah.
You got to go after them. You got to try to create turnovers. You got to go up there and you got to fight and knock them back off the ball instead of read and react. Oh, where are they going? I mean, just go make something happen.
In that zone, you find, as you said, you're finding holes in it.
Yeah, I mean, and Will Greer's a much better quarterback than Cornelius.
Yeah, Will Greer's going to be a first-round draft pick probably.
Yeah, you know, so when you're facing that kind of talent and the talent they have in wide receiver, you cannot let them get comfortable.
No, it is. They just got to get, you know, and there's no way this time of year they're getting confidence. It ain't happening.
You know, and the defense is not getting better, so you got to change something. You know, and Will Greer, you got to just really get after him. Look what Iowa State was able to do, you know, at Iowa State. They got after 120 yards passing. That's the least amount they'd had since he's been playing quarterback.
And I'm sure everybody looks at the film what Iowa State does, but to duplicate it, it ain't happening.
It looks really easy. All you have to do is drop 8 guys. Well, I'm sorry, if you got 8 guys dropped and they're standing around.
Yeah, and then, like, if Oklahoma, when they drop 8, then the team's going to run on you. I mean, so what Iowa State did is just amazing. I'm sure Oklahoma looked at a lot of film that Iowa State, but it's because... Yeah, people look, probably a lot of things what Oklahoma does offensively. Doesn't mean you can duplicate it.
Yeah, and you know, and you've got other games that affect this. You got Texas and Iowa State. You know,
big game. I mean, it's just
game.
a big game. If Texas wins, then it's OU or West Virginia in the game.
Yeah, you know, and OU has to win to get to the Big 12 championship.
Well, if Iowa State wins, then. If Oklahoma wins, it's Oklahoma-Iowa State. If Texas wins, and then OU beats West Virginia, it's still OU-West Virginia in a rematch. Yeah. If West Virginia beats Oklahoma State.
And that's the other thing. Oklahoma State's at home hosting West Virginia.
Yep.
I mean, does Oklahoma State, do they come back and re-energize and ready to go against a really good West Virginia team after having their heart jerked out? You know, at OU?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, it's a tough game for Oklahoma State. Really, really is. I
mean, we'll see what Gundy can do. I mean, can he get his guys back ready to go and get that kind of performance?
Then if they don't win that game, then they go into TCU nervous because if they lose to TCU, they're not going to a bowl game.
Yeah, you know, and that costs them a great deal of money.
So that is huge.
And the Big 12 a great deal of money.
Yeah, and practice time, too, for those guys.
You know, okay, it's time for Kansas. I've got the Kansas score. My prediction's 62-3.
I'll go 63-17.
There you go. Hey, giving them a little bit more on the third and fourth teamers that they
right.
score late. Hey, that's going to do it for the OU Football Preview Show. See you next time here on the OU Football Preview Show. And be sure to watch after every game, 15 minutes after, for Facebook Live OU postgame show hosted by myself. Thank you for watching.